Today, I'm happy. As you all know, I'm Teacher Adam, and I basically teach math and physics. Today, I'm going to teach you math, and I'm going through the most important topics that comes in IGCSE final exams. So today, champion, I'm going to teach you one of the most important unit in algebra, which is function. What is a function? A function is a rule that connects between two variables, one variable which is x and another variable which is y. And in function, we have two specifically parts, two main points. One thing that we know about function, there should be a rule. So we understand that a function, there should be a rule. So this rule connects between the x values and the y values. Now, another thing that we also need to understand, for these two things to be connected, they should have a relation. So what is an input? That's the thing. So an input is anything that goes to a function. So in other words, we say all the x values in a function, are called the input, and all the y values in a function are called the output. But these two, they should be connected or related by a specific rule. For example, let's say we have our input as 2, and then we have a rule. If you need to get something in another function, you have, say, x plus 2. So this is our rule. Our rule is x plus 2. So we need to get what is our output. So we say we'll input 2 into the rule x plus 2. We'll obviously get 2 plus 2 and get 4. So 4, we will get 4 after you add 2 into the function. So as we've seen that, so we say that is a rule. Now we have our input, and then we have rule, and then we have our output. So we have understood about that. So our rule, our input, we start with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say we have that. And our rule is simple. Our rule is, let's say our rule is 2x plus 4. Our rule is 2x plus 4. That's our rule. So we have input as 0. So put it into 2 into 0. 2 times 0 plus 4. You obviously, so we say 2 times 0 plus 4. 2 times 0 is 0. So you get your exactly answer as 4. And then 2 times 1 plus 4. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 plus 4. What do you get? You get 6. And output is 6. And then 2 times 2. Where there is x, you replace with the value of your input. And then you add. And then you say 8. And then 2 times 3 plus 4. So you get your answer as 10, because 6 plus 4 is 10. Then you have 2 times 4 plus 4, which is 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. So you have seen for one value of x, which is the input, gives out a corresponding one value of y, which is the output. You'll be asked, what is the domain of this function? What are the range of this function? So you should know all the values of x in a function are called the domain, and domain also can be referred as inputs in a function. Domains are the inputs, and the ranges or range is all outputs are ranges. Are you together? Then the next concept, champion, is how is function represented. A function can be named as g of x, f of x, h of x. It is the same thing. You can be Juma, somebody can be Zaituni, somebody can be Asha, somebody can be Sarah. The same concept, champion. So for example, functions can be named as f of x, they can be named as g of x, they can be named as h of x, they can be named as p of x, etc. This is how functions are named. And how are they represented? A function can be represented in this form. it can be represented as f of x is equal to 3x plus 4. Or it can be represented as f is a function such that x is being mapped into x plus 3x plus 4. So f is a function such that x is being mapped into 3x plus 4. So you can see this is how also we say f is a function such that x is being mapped into 3x plus 4. This is also how a function is being read. So it can be represented this. If, in other words, even if they say h is a function so that x is being mapped into x squared plus 4x plus 8. This is also a function, and this one can be also represented as h of x is equal to x squared plus 4x plus 8. They all mean the same thing. When you see this, don't be confused. Or you can say g of x is a function so that 3x squared plus 8x plus 9. And then the same thing can be as well written as g is a function so that x is being mapped, shown by arrow, being mapped into 3x squared plus 8x plus 9. All of this, they mean exactly the same thing. So it's not something that you need to be confused about. Example 1. We say, given that f of x is equal to x squared minus 3x, and g of x is equal to 4x minus 6. Find the value of, find the value of f6. This is simple. Find the value of f6. Now, what do they mean? This is the simple. They say we understand f of x, so they say f of x is equal to x squared minus 3x. And then they say and g of x is 4x minus 6. Find the value of f6. What do they say? If they say f6, it means where there is x, replace it with 6. Where there is x, replace it with 6. So they just want you to input 6 into your function. So where there is x, replace it with 6, and they say 6 squared minus 3 times 6. As simple as it is. 6 squared is 36. 3 times 6 is 18. 36 minus 18, champion, you get 18. Correct. Now, another question, they say f negative 3. The same thing. F negative 3. It's as simple as it is. So you input negative 3 into your function f of x. So what do you say? You say negative 3 squared minus 3 times negative 3. 3 times negative 3 is 9 again. Negative 3 times negative 3, positive 9. And then you get your answer as 18. Correct. You can say g. Input g a half. Yeah, g a half. G a half. So input a half into the function g of x. So you replace it. You say there 4 times a half minus 6. A half of 4 is exactly 2. 2 minus 6, you get minus 4. Wow, that's fine. So you can see you can have many functions. And then let's go to a different question. You say, given that given h is a function so that x is being mapped into 9 minus x squared, then write down the expression of h of x. So this is simple. Write down the expression of, so I told to write down the expression. We know an expression, we know an equation. So they said write down the expression. This is simple. Expression of h of x, you just say h of x is equal to 9 minus x squared. This is what they want. H of x is equal to 9 minus x squared. That's our algebraic equation. Very good. That's our algebraic equation. Then another thing they ask us to find, they say find when h is 0, find when h3 input 3, then find h9. So what do they mean by they say h0, h3, h9? This means you input 0 into a function h of x, which is 9 minus x squared, and you put 3 into that. And we know when they do this, you replace 3 because it's an input to get an output. In all these examples, they are trying to make us get the output of the function. So what we basically do, you say 9 minus 0 square. That will be 9 minus 0 is 0 square is 0. So 9 minus 0 is 9. H3. So 9 minus 3 squared. Correct. 3 squared is 9. 9 minus 9, 0 again. Oh my God. Then say 9 minus, it's replace. So where there is x, 9 squared. So that is 9 minus 81. And that becomes 70 minus 72, because a small number minus big number will obviously be negative. Wow, that's simple. Now another concept, another example that you can be examined in function, it's this one. They say if f of x is equal to 3 plus 2x and fx is equal to 6, find x. We're told find x. This is simple. So if f of x is equal to 3 plus 2x and f of x is equal to 6, find x. This is simple. F of x. Now, what we need to understand, another thing that we need to know. So we say in a function, f of x represent the values of range, or we say output. The range output, or values of y values. Then this other side, 3 plus 2x, this one represent what? The domain, where the domain is. So if they say f of x is equal to 6, it means the whole 3 plus 2x is equal to 6. They just want you to understand, the ideology. When you see f of x, that means is the value. This is where your output is. And where you have 3 plus 2x, there is where your values of domains, or where the domain is being manipulated. Very good. So what you are supposed to do, you say you equate the whole expression to 6. So you say 3 plus 2x is equal to 6, and you form an equation, an algebraic equation. So 2x is equal to 6 minus 3 becomes negative. And then 2x is equal to 3 divided by 2. X is 1.5. And you get the answer. Another concept, given the function, you are given the function f of x is equal to x squared, and g of x is equal to x plus 2. Then solve the equation f of x is equal to g of x. So I told you to solve the equation f of x is equal to g of x. This is very simple. F of x is equal to g of x. What are we supposed to do as dear candidate? It's very simple. You just take x squared, which is f of x, is equal to x plus 2. As simple as it is. And then what are we supposed to do next? Collect the like terms. This is where our bigger number is. X squared minus x minus 2 is equal to 0. All this move the other side. They are positive, they will all be negative. And then later on we understand this is factorization. You apply the knowledge of factorization here now, which if you factorize, because I've taught you this unit, you say x minus 2, and then you say x minus 2, x plus 1 is equal to 0. So here you use the null factor to get the values of x. It means every expression equated to 0. So you say x minus 2 is equal to 0, or x plus 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 2 or x is equal to -1. And you have two values of x. Correct? Now, that's how different kind of questions. So I'll also give you questions for you to do on your own. If they say this is exercise, which I want you to solve on your own, they say for each function calculate, let's say for each function calculate f of x when f of x is equal to 3x plus 2. What will be f2? They want f2. You'll do that on yourself. And then they want f -2. Laws of integers there, because one is positive, one is negative. And then f 0.5. This is a very simple question. Then f0. You cannot try as many as you can. Stay updated, stay connected in our next class. I can't wait to teach you more concepts like these ones as you prepare for your final IGCSE exam, May, June 2026 and October, November 2026. Stay connected with me. It's your champion, Teacher Adam. Thank you.